There are moments in life when you stumble upon a book or a video, not while searching for it, but exactly when your soul is ready to absorb its wisdom. It's as if the universe has whispered to you, guiding your hands towards something meant to awaken a deep resonance within. Can you recall the times when these encounters felt like destiny? When something in your heart clicked and you knew beyond doubt that this message was meant for you? Now, let me share something profound. Sending a video is one thing, but sending a quantum signal? That's an entirely different realm of communication. Imagine building a bridge of energy, a bridge that stretches across the cosmos, reaching another soul who is attuned to the frequency of awakening. This isn't a random event, it's a cosmic connection, a frequency alignment, a shared activation of consciousness. The ancient guardians of wisdom understood this as both philosophy and quantum physics. Their teachings were more than mere words, they were keys to unlock the very fabric of the universe. The most powerful teachings, they say, work like a cosmic library, where the information is locked, waiting to be revealed at the precise moment your consciousness reaches the right frequency. When the time comes, the doors open, and wisdom floods in. You're not seeking it out. It finds you. And that, my friend, is how you know you're ready. This video wasn't a random coincidence. The observer in your mind, whether a loved one, a teacher, or a guide, has shattered the wave function of endless possibilities to bring you the exact information you need right now. It's not chance. It's the result of an inner wave of awakening that's synchronized with the greater cosmic flow. And that's why you're here, watching this, feeling the pull of something that you can't quite explain but know, without a doubt, is meaningful. Take Jessica, for instance. She found herself in a marketplace, drawn to items that seemed invisible to others. These weren't just objects, they were symbols, manifestations, waiting for her to see them. The secret to her success wasn't in the things she found, but in her alignment with the true needs of her soul, not the superficial desires of her mind. This is the state of quantum superposition where everything exists, but only when you're in the right frequency can you bring it into your experience. We are often taught to race towards enlightenment, to collect information and rush towards growth. But true progress isn't about speed, it's about readiness. It's about aligning with the universe, allowing it to guide you, as this video has done for you. You're not here by accident. The universe itself has led you to this moment. Now, here's the key truth that most people miss. You can't rush spiritual growth. Think of it like trying to bloom a flower by pulling at its petals. You're only causing harm. Spiritual awakening isn't a forceful act. It's a gentle unfolding, a process that requires patience. But the most important part? The system of your consciousness has to be ready for it. That's why this moment, right here, right now, is significant. Your consciousness has reached a new level, and this video is your invitation to begin the journey of awakening. Think of Brandon, the blacksmith. For years, he shaped hot, glowing metal with force, hammering it into form. But something was missing. It was lifeless, devoid of spirit. Then one day, as he watched molten metal flow naturally into a mold, something clicked. He realized that the metal wasn't something to be forced. It was something to be allowed, something that flowed of its own accord when the conditions were right. The metal knew its shape. It just needed the right guidance. And so it is with the mind and spirit. You don't need to force growth. You just need to prepare, allow, and watch it unfold. This is what the ancients knew. Awakening isn't something you can rush. You can't force consciousness to expand. It happens when your soul is ready, when it aligns with the universe's plan for you. It's the same with quantum physics. Everything already exists in potential, but only when your energy is in sync with it can it become manifest. This isn't just philosophy, it's the deepest truth about who you are. Consciousness is the core of everything. It's the source of matter, energy, time, and space. And when you align with the unified field of consciousness, everything else falls into place. The outer world will reflect what's happening inside. It's the law of quantum reflection. The world outside you is simply a mirror of your internal state. But here's the thing. Most people fail because they're still vibrating at a frequency of lack. They try to manifest love, but deep down, they feel unworthy of it. They want to change their appearance, but they don't truly believe they deserve to be seen as beautiful. You can't change what you see in the mirror until you change what's inside. You must become the observer who is consciously choosing the reality to experience. It's about understanding that what you see in the world is simply a reflection of your inner state. This is the key. You can't change the world by trying to force it. You must first change your own frequency. Let's take the story of a Roman scholar, one who sought to prove his political power through rituals and the reading of ancient texts. He believed the power was in the external, in the actions, in the words. But after losing everything, he returned, not to seek power, but to seek understanding. And when he did, the text spoke to him, and everything changed, not because the world changed, but because his frequency aligned with it. The secret is that consciousness isn't something you can force. It's something you align with. It's not about pushing against the current, but about flowing with it. When you understand this, you will realize why so many modern spiritual searches are fruitless. Consciousness cannot be forced into awakening. It's a process of alignment, not struggle. We reach the next phase, breaking the shackles of ego. It's not about harming your self-esteem. It's about slowly realizing that your identity, your work, your past, and your accomplishments do not define you. You are so much more. Next is the true humility of knowing that your mind can't fully comprehend the vastness of the quantum field. This humility doesn't come from false modesty, but from a deep, inner understanding of your place in the universe. And then, practice stillness within. Not by forcing the mind to stop, but by allowing it to quiet naturally. You see, the path isn't about forcing your mind to be still. It's about finding the stillness that's already there, beneath all the noise. This journey isn't just a search for wisdom. It's a call to awaken to the truth that you are the creator of your reality. You have always been, and now you're ready to step into your power. Let the quantum field of consciousness guide you. And remember, everything already exists within you. The world you seek is already here, waiting for you to step into it. Learning how to rest in stillness doesn't just mean recognizing the quiet space that holds all of your thoughts and emotions. The fourth stage, however, is a far deeper art, the ability to embrace without clinging to anything. This is the essence of true spiritual surrender, and it's crucial to understand. It means you can experience profound understanding or an extraordinary revelation without your ego grasping onto it and saying, "This is mine. What do I do with it now?" Thoth knew that the timing for each soul is different and that it is divinely orchestrated. You cannot rush this moment without creating spiritual imbalance, just like forcing a massive current of electricity through a tiny wire. It creates a short circuit in your nervous system. So, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. You can't pretend to be ready. This is a real stage of growth. It means your electromagnetic field is stable enough to handle the next level of data. If you truly feel ready, write this in the comments. I am ready for the next level. This phrase will act as a quantum anchor for your nervous system. By sending this signal to the universe, you are saying, "Yes, I am ready." This act signals that your entire being is prepared to safely download and integrate this new frequency. Tap that like button right now and feel the power of this gesture. This is a strong and physical way of saying thank you to your body for being ready. This readiness frequency is anchored into your field when you like this video. It makes it easier for you to process this powerful upgrade. Let me share with you a story of a master blacksmith named Kenti. For years, Kenti believed that power came from sheer force. But every time he struck the metal, his sharpest blades would break. Frustrated one day, he put the hammer down, weary of pounding metal into submission. Instead, he simply observed. As he watched, he realized that the metal wanted to move on its own, to flow naturally into shape. The creations he made from that day on were stronger, more alive than anything he'd ever made before. This is where the wisdom of Thoth shines through. The true power doesn't come from force. It comes from quantum alignment and surrender. Before you think of this as a sign of weakness, understand that this is the most advanced form of strength. Think about those times when you were trying so hard to remember a name, and the more you forced it, the more elusive it became. But the moment you let go, looked away, and surrendered, the name appeared in your mind. Thoth, knew this truth on a profound level. The crazy ways that your ego tries to control reality create electromagnetic chaos, blocking you from achieving what you desire. You can't force yourself to vibrate at the desired frequency. It happens naturally when you stop generating static and allow the wisdom of the universe to flow through you. This is why Thoth's teachings have been kept secret. They show that most of our pain stems from one simple thing: our refusal to accept what is. He spoke of 4 different forms of surrender, or what I call quantum permission. The first is surrendering to the outcome. This doesn't mean you stop wanting something, but it means you trust the quantum field to find a way that could be far better than what your mind can imagine. The second is letting go of attachment to time. If you keep digging to see how it's working, it won't grow faster. There seems to be a quantum soup phase where nothing appears to happen, but it is during this stage that the most powerful manifestations or quantum leaps take place. The third is letting go of attachment to methods. Your ego wants a 10-step plan. This makes it hard for you to see. It keeps you from seeing the many other ways the quantum field can deliver to you what you need. The fourth, and most important, is letting go of attachment to identity. You must release the 3D version of yourself that you think you are in order to make room for the infinite quantum self that you truly are. This is not passivity. The most powerful thing you can do is this. It connects your will to the will of the universe. You learn to flow with the current instead of fighting against it. This is inspired action, action that comes from wisdom, not desperation. In the comments, say, "I allow the good to come to me by letting go of my resistance." If this feels true for you, know that this is not just idle words. This is a message sent to your energy field. It means you are putting the hammer down, ending the fight, and becoming a clear channel for the solutions already present in the quantum field, waiting for you. If this feels good to you, hit the like button. This action is a physical way to stop resisting. Through your electromagnetic field, it sends a signal of permission, clearing the static and transforming you into a magnet for what you desire. You know, sometimes you are looking for something that has been there all along, right? Michelle, an astronomer, went through this. So many people are obsessed with finding what old books call the prophesied star. She worked tirelessly by her telescope, mapping the skies, calculating, trying to see it. Nothing. After months of letting go, one night, she looked up at the same part of the sky, and there it was. A brilliant idea, no doubt. But here's what startled her. When she tried to show others, pointing to the exact coordinates, all they saw was an empty sky. There was a star. It was a reality with more dimensions, a quantum potential. It could only be seen by those with what we call inner vision. This is one of the most important lessons Thoth teaches. What you see with your physical eyes are effects, or collapsed realities that have already occurred. Your inner vision, your quantum perception, shows you the realm of cause and effect. You can see the quantum field of possibilities before they collapse. Think about your own life. It takes so much effort to change the image on the movie screen. Thoth teaches that this is meaningless. You need to go to the projector, which is your mind. This inner vision is not about becoming psychic for selfish reasons. Understanding is the true essence of quantum awareness. It shows you what needs to be healed. To become better at this, you must let go of 3D, analytical thinking. He taught us things like diving deep within. You give your full attention gently to a flower, a stone, or a flame. You don't want to see anything. You're simply creating the space for your awareness to shift. You're gathering information from the deeper layers of the quantum field and decoding it. Everything begins to make sense. You begin to see your disagreements with colleagues not as conflicts, but as quantum blueprints for healing old wounds, because you've learned to see deeply. You realize that financial struggles are not just challenges, but lessons your soul uses to teach you how to trust. You stop reacting to the 3D representations of people and start seeing their souls. This is the true meaning of as above, so below in real life. The holographic and quantum nature of reality is exactly what you're seeing. Click the like button when you're ready to open your inner vision. This click is not just a simple gesture, it's a signal, a choice. By awakening your quantum awareness, you allow yourself to see the true causal world. You're telling your consciousness, I want to look beyond the 3D. Rachel, a weaver, had been making intricate patterns on her tapestries for years. Yet, the threads often tangled, and her work seemed chaotic. But one day, she set down her loom and decided to simply observe. As she did, she noticed something incredible. The threads wanted to find their own place, moving in their own rhythm, weaving themselves into beautiful designs. The patterns she created began to show her hints of connections she hadn't even realized existed. Thoth knew this truth deeply. The universe works in its natural rhythm, with perfect timing. And time, in its deepest essence, is not always linear. There are cycles and flows within this space-time, more like a block of time, where all moments coexist simultaneously. Our world, especially today, values speed. It equates patience with weakness. This fast-paced rhythm doesn't just stress us out, it disconnects us from the quantum waves that govern everything in the universe. What Thoth taught is that everything has its season, its time to plant and sow, it's time to nurture, it's time to harvest, and it's time to rest and integrate the frequency upgrades. These rhythms exist at every level. There are daily cycles too. The theta brainwave state right after you wake up is a quantum window, a perfect moment to listen to your intuition. The moon and the electromagnetic fields impact your emotional receptivity and intuition. But there are even bigger rhythms in the universe, and that's why ancient knowledge is coming back now. The frequency at which the collective consciousness is ready to receive it is reaching its peak. Trying to rush this process can lead to what we might call dimensional disharmony. The quantum field becomes strained when you push too hard, too fast. This tension needs to be resolved, often by letting the system break down, forcing you to slow down. This is the origin of the term effortless achievement. You must learn the difference between pushing, feeling resistance, and acting from inspiration, feeling fluid and aligned. Trust the process, even when it seems like nothing is happening. The quantum incubation period lasts as long as it needs. Seeds sprout in the dark. There's a quantum soup around the butterfly inside its cocoon. The book on that will appear when you're ready, because readiness is part of the cosmic rhythm. You cannot force it to happen, but you can align with it. When you do, you stop swimming upstream and start riding the waves of energy from space. If you're ready to stop swimming upstream, say in the comments, "I am flowing with the rhythm of the universe." This affirmation might be the way you tune your own frequency. You're stepping away from the noisy rush of urgency and pressure, moving towards the strong, clear rhythm of the universe, where everything happens at the perfect time. Daniel Hayes thought he understood what power was. He went to the temple to challenge it, ready to prove his abilities. He imagined, desired, and forced it to happen, and he failed miserably. The barrier collapsed after his third attempt, when he was exhausted, ashamed, and had nothing left to prove. Daniel had just encountered the most basic paradox. The ego's craving for spiritual power is exactly what prevents it. Thoth says that the ego is not the enemy. I call it the 3D embodiment. This mental operating system is a complex psychological tool created to help you navigate this particular reality. There's nothing wrong with having an ego. The problem arises when you forget that you are not your ego, a quantum player in the game. You get lost in your 3D persona. This mistake leads to what Thoth called the Great Reversal. The embodiment takes over. What does this mean for me? It's the essence of every spiritual thought process. Thoth created a map of the steps to decode this embodiment. The first step is acknowledgement. Observe the patterns of your ego without judgment. This is how you build your witnessing consciousness. The second step is disidentification. Realize that your thoughts and emotions are not you. The weather of your emotions happens within the quantum space that is who you truly are. The third is letting go of the need to be perfect or right. A big frequency lock keeps the ego in control. The natural emergence of your quantum self is the final stage. Your quantum ego begins to express itself through your embodiment, but it doesn't restrict you. He doesn't teach the destruction of the ego. He teaches the transparency of the ego. The difference is clear. When spirituality is driven by the ego, it brings competition and hard work. It brings a feeling of playing a game, of being open and curious. When you practice following the guidance of the soul, it's not to gather more spiritual things for the embodiment. True power comes from the emptiness of the point of origin. Megan Foster, a chemist, was in her lab at 3 a.m. Copper didn't turn to gold. She did everything Thoth wrote about. Then, inside her, something changed. Her intense desire for a result shifted into loving, patient curiosity. And in that moment of change, the copper began to shine. Because what she did was not change the metal. She became the change, and it shifted. This shows the clearest message from Thoth. Your consciousness is a living, moving, vibrating force that creates your reality. Megan saw a different quantum reality emerge when her inner frequency changed. Thoth said consciousness works like a radio in space. Your quantum receiver can tune into stations broadcasting at the same frequency as it. When you shift your frequency, you suddenly have access to options you didn't even know existed. He found 3 main frequencies. The first is survival frequency. These are states dominated by fear, lack, and separation. Your reality collapses, showing you threats, competition, and scarcity. When you broadcast here, it's not pessimism. It's the observer effect at work. The second frequency is transition. This is where you are right now. It's a state of hope, excitement, and openness. Your frequency is changing, and things that were once out of sync with you begin to make sense. Finally, there's mastery frequency, a state of love, gratitude, and unity. If you're ready to shift into this mastery frequency, step into the rhythm of the universe and embrace the quantum reality waiting for you. Remember, you are the observer of your world, and you are the one tuning into the frequency of your life. From this moment forward, you begin to understand something far deeper than ever before. You realize that you are no longer just an observer of reality, but its creator. Everything you are inside reflects what you experience outside. The secret, however, is that you cannot simply think your way into a higher frequency. This is not a mental exercise, it's a practice you perform with your body. You don't become spiritual by meditating alone. Meditation aligns your quantum receiver to the subtler frequencies that have always been there, waiting for you to tune in. Gratitude doesn't just make you think happy thoughts. It changes the entire electromagnetic signature of your being, aligning it with the frequency of abundance. This is where we are in quantum physics. Your consciousness is the observer, guiding you to choose which possibility from the infinite quantum field will manifest as your lived experience. You can step into this transformation from thought to being right now by writing in the comments, "I am the frequency of the reality I desire." Take action that shifts your vibrations. Simply desiring a new reality isn't enough. You're telling the quantum field that you are now the coherent electromagnetic signature of the reality you have already created. Click the like button now to sign this declaration. This action serves as a switch, activating the mastery frequency in every cell of your body. It synchronizes your heart's energy with your mind's energy, sending a powerful signal to the quantum field. Stephen Phillips knows how to do this perfectly. He understands frequencies and can change his perception at will. But there was something not quite right. On that Tuesday, they had made progress. But Stephen was still feeling heavy, struggling to change everything. His need to control dissolved in a moment of complete surrender. And that's when he saw it. He no longer felt separate from the moving trees, the shifting lights, or the problem he was trying to solve. Everything was a single expression of the universe. He no longer needed to convince the universe to help him. He realized that he was the universe experiencing the sensations of Stephen. If you believe this is true, click like. This is not just a click, it's a covenant with unified consciousness. This action removes the illusion of separation within your field, making your quantum connection to the whole even stronger. The importance of unified consciousness cannot be overstated. Your conscious mind and the infinite quantum field are not two separate entities, they are one. In fact, you are the infinite field expressing itself through a singular point of convergence. Imagine a single beam of light passing through a prism, creating a rainbow. Each color is different, yet all of them are manifestations of the same light. Everything has changed. Going to church is no longer about achieving something. Realizing who you truly are has become the true goal. You stop trying to meet the needs of others when you are with them. You understand that the other person is merely a different manifestation of your own consciousness. You are no longer entangled in the quantum. Manifestation is no longer about bringing things into your life. It becomes a natural flow of the creative intelligence of the universe moving through you. This doesn't mean you stop being yourself. A great musician doesn't change her style when she realizes she's part of a larger whole. She simply becomes more of who she is. This is where all the principles blend together. It truly means as above, so below. There are no above or below, no inside or outside. It's all one unified field. These teachings were never meant to be kept secret. They were meant to be lived. Becoming wise doesn't mean escaping from the world. It means changing how you interact with it. Think about your relationships. Ego-driven commerce means exchanging, negotiating, and keeping score. In most of the world, Thoth's wisdom calls for soul-level communication. You begin to see others as an extension of yourself when you use unified consciousness. When you change your frequency, the quantum entanglement between you and the other person shifts too. Start your work now. When we were younger, we were taught that purpose and survival were two separate things. Thich Nhat Hanh taught us about rich consciousness. Connecting your work with the purpose of your soul is powerful. You can do this in many ways, just like the ancient baker did in sacred texts, by imbuing your current work with a unified frequency of presence and love. Yes, even with technology. The goal is to fragment your frequency, but you can use it if you are aware of it. Take a moment before you pick up the phone. Are you calling from presence or from a low-frequency worry? Every issue we encounter in this world stems from consciousness fragmentation. This is what Thoth's wisdom encourages you to do. Be the bridge and maintain the unified frequency in a world of separation. It won't be easy. You'll feel the pull to fit in with the 3D world. That's why you need to find others who are on the same frequency as you, those who are also doing this work. You will recognize them. It will feel like home. Start with the small things. Master one thing. Make your morning coffee more real. When paying a bill, nurture your rich consciousness. These teachings are not meant to make you unique. They are meant to help you. You are part of a collective awakening. You are helping the world reach a turning point. Every time you choose love instead of fear, the change within you sends a quantum signal that affects everyone you connect with. This message is now imprinted in you, and these words are touching the deepest part of your soul. This is no coincidence. You can now use it. It's your soul speaking to your mind, telling you that you're ready for a quantum signal. It's time for your mind to decode this information. Now that you're ready, you can stop living your life and start observing the reality you are creating. Let this be your first conscious declaration. If this message has stirred something deep inside you, acknowledge this change in your quantum field. Let this be your first conscious declaration. If this message has touched something deep within you, say in the comments, "I have been activated, and I remember who I am." You are expanding the cosmic web of light, connecting not only yourself but everyone on this journey. Imagine every action you take, every decision you make, every thought and emotion you emit as rays of light spreading out into the infinite space. Every time you press like, you are not only interacting with this video, but you are sending a powerful signal into the quantum field, affirming that you are ready. You are sending a message to yourself and the universe that you are no longer just an observer, but the creator of your own reality. This action is not random. It is your promise, a deep commitment to your own awakening and that of the world. Every time you press the subscribe button, you are not only subscribing, but you are also aligning with a greater frequency, a frequency of infinite creation, of connection with the universe. This action not only ensures a new activation, but also strengthens your connection to these vibrations, these frequencies, and you will be the first to receive the next transmissions from the infinite source. When you pay your bills, cultivate a sense of abundance. Don't just see it as an act, but recognize that every transaction is an opportunity for you to connect with the universe, to celebrate the abundance and happiness in your life. These lessons not only make you unique, but are also the key to becoming part of an awakening group. You are helping the world enter a tipping point of consciousness. Every time you choose love over fear, the change in you is a quantum signal that affects everyone you connect with. This message has been imprinted on you. and these words are reaching deep within you. This is not a coincidence. This is real. Now you can use it. It is your soul communicating to your mind through a quantum signal that you are ready. Now is the time for your mind to decode this information. When you are ready, you can stop living your life and begin to observe your own reality taking shape. Let this be your first conscious statement. If this message has touched something deep within you, notice this shift in the quantum field. Let this be your first statement of awakening. Say in the comments, "I am activated and I remember who I am." This final act is a quantum signal sent to the entire unified field. It is a mark on the ground, indicating that you are no longer a passive bystander. You have become a fully conscious part of the creation of your world. Share this message again. Each time this message is shared, a coherent wave of energy moves through the quantum field. This wave helps others find this activation. It is not just a link. You are making the web of light larger, connecting everyone in a vast universe of awakening. As your final promise to commit to this journey, subscribe to this channel. This action ensures this new activation, strengthens your connection to this frequency, and ensures that you will be the first to receive the next message from the universe. Let your light radiate so that every action you take is a sign of your infinite connection with the entire universe, so that everything happens in its right time, according to the rhythm of the universe.